All right, guys, in this video, we're going to break a common misconception that in the inventing world, you need a patent to really, pursue your idea, to sell your idea, to make money from your idea. And this simply is not true. And I learned this about 6 months ago. And basically, there is something out there, and it's called a provisional patent application, or PPA for short, that gives you perceived ownership, which is more or less the largest benefit of a patent, as well as, the legality of it. But it also allows you to say patent pending in any marketing collateral, videos, things that you're sending to licensing companies or potential licensing companies, while avoiding all the negatives or all the downsides of actually getting a patent, which is money to pay a patent attorney, time, just the duration of filing and then actually getting approved and working the back and forth with your team is going to take a long time. And now all of this kills the most important thing, which is actual time to market, right? And getting your product out there on the shelves and getting it into the market to make money. And that's really at the end of the day, what you want to get your royalty rate and start making money, as well as what the company you're licensing with wants to make money from the idea. So with that being said, a majority, like I said, this is the big misconception. A lot of people, your aunts and uncles and people you might talk to about inventing or your product, are like, oh, make sure to get a patent. That's just such an old school way of thinking. And it's not their fault, because this has largely been probably, predicated on old TV shows and things of that nature that talk about patents and things of that style. But needless to say, it's very important that you know about a PPA. And in a further video, probably next week, I'm going to actually write my first PPA, provisional patent application, with you. And I'll do a separate video, so keep your eye out for that. But that's where we will go through the exact questions, because it is very important that it's done well, because potentially you might take that for a full patent application or a full patent submittal in the future. But for now, it's just going to serve as a placeholder. And that gives you 12 months of patent pending protection, where you can be shopping the idea around to companies. And you can actually get a licensing deal while you're in this PPA status. And that ultimately is something that they're going to value quite a bit, and that's what they're going to pay you for. And I even have seen some videos where people are talking about their royalty rate increasing if they have a proper PPA, and being lower if they don't have any sort of perceived ownership, any PPA in place. And then even further, if they do have a patent, some people come into a licensing agreement with patents if they've maybe just gone through that process before they knew that a PPA was a thing, or something like that. But they could potentially even make more on their royalty rate because they do have legal ownership. So that is one value of a long-term patent. But for our purposes and our mission of getting a product license, the PPA serves as this awesome solution, and it's cheap. I think to file it's $65, I believe, at this time. And that's for like an individual filing a PPA, not a corporation. It's a little bit more, I think, if you're filing it through an LLC, like if you have a business and you're filing it as the business. So $65 lets you write patent pending on all your collateral, all your stuff, and it gives you the ability to shop your idea around and land a licensing agreement that can actually pay you money without having to go through all the hoops of this crazy true patent application. It takes years. You got to work with a patent attorney. They're not cheap. And you have to do a lot of technical analysis, a lot of technical writing around your product, around your idea. And you still have to do some of that for the PPA, because you do want to make sure you're protected. But it is such a better solution to the old school mindset of fully fledging out a patent. So with that being said, stick around the channel. If you like the video, go ahead and throw us a thumbs up, and watch for the next video where we actually go through writing my first PPA surrounding my idea. And I'll show you guys literally exactly how the technical drawings are going to get done, how we're going to annotate that, how we're then going to make that into technical writing. So it'll be awesome. So stick around for that. Appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.